So here we are, scalping the NASDAQ off the lows of the day today. And I just got into one position just a few seconds ago. And let's see what happens. This is literally scalping. So the moment we move into, I don't know, $1, $2, $3 profit, I'm going to be taking this trade off. So let's just watch this. So this is the low of the day. It's also, let me just show you, a long-term support level right there on the day chart. So if we go back to there, it's perfect support there, and it's perfect resistance here, and that's what we're scalping off. It's really as simple as that. And this is just for a bounce, a literal $1 or $2 bounce. And if you do this 10 times a day, it adds up to a percentage overall, 0.5% to 1%, if you manage to trade this frequently. And this is in the middle of the New York session. So I'm just kind of showing you what I'm up to here. And what we need is for this just to bounce up to, I don't know, halfway up here at about maybe 1.3. So we're at 29.56. So if we can take 40, 50 points off here, that'll give us a few dollars. And that's all I want from these scalp trades. I'm going to put my stop loss very close beneath here, but I'm actually willing to add one more little position before taking these trades out. So I'm willing to risk $1 or $2 in order to gain maybe $2 or $3. If you do that 10 times a day on this account, anyway, on the challenge account, it's $3 is 0.5, half of 1 point. So it's 0.05%. You do that 10 times a day, that's 0.5%. So that's kind of what I try and do during the NASDAQ trading session. So it's a little bit unfortunate because we've gone into lunchtime now, so the markets could get a little quiet. And this is what's happened today. So NASDAQ began to fall at around about the market open. Actually, I've got New York time on here, so let's go back and have a look. So there's the market open, 9:30, initial drop, little rally, drop down to the support where we are at the moment, little rally, drop down to the support, and then another drop down to the support where we are at the moment. So the first move of the day was downwards, and then a little shuffle up, another move downwards, and then another one, and then another one. So this is the third attempt at this low, the low of the day. We've just gone through it by a fraction. So I expect that we'll at least just bounce off here one more time, and it'll give us a chance to take a few dollars out of this. I try and do this about 5 to 10 times and try and get 0.5%. Some days I get lucky and we just get a massive move, then I'll get a percentage out of it. So this is not my normal position in swing trading. This is something I just do generally on the NASDAQ, actually, during the New York session. I try not to do it around lunchtime, but it's just too tempting to try a little bounce off these day lows. So here we go. 5 minutes has just rolled over. Let's see what happens. I'll pause it for the moment and let you back in to this shot as soon as we get some movement. Okay, so we're just about $1 in the money at the moment, and I'm hoping that we can maybe get up to this 20-period moving average over here. I don't have VWAP on here, which is normally what day traders of stocks on the NASDAQ tend to use. I haven't bothered to set it up on my charts, and I prefer just to use a 20-period simple moving average. So we're about 40 cents. We were up to $1.10 just now whilst I was busy talking on this video. But let's see if we can get maybe $2 back up to this 20-period moving average. You can see the 20 MA on the 5-minute chart is a pretty good mean reversion target. So now that we've got this 20 MA just a little bit above us, I think we might just bounce up, as I said, about halfway up this area here. So we've got $1.10 in the money, and I'll be looking to take this off somewhere between here and $2. Doesn't sound like a lot, but as I said, if you do this several times a day, 5 or 10 times a day, and often these opportunities do arise, and if we push lower on this, I'll do it again a little bit later on. So I'm probably busy talking too much. So let's have a little push up there. So we can take the dollar, and then I'll stop the video. And if I do it again, I'll make another video and just show you. So we've got $1.10, 73 cents back down to 73. Come on, push up a wee bit for us. I think I'll just pause this and start it up again if we get to $1.50 or $2. Okay, so here we go. We're at about $1.50 now. So I'm going to close this trade and take the $1.50. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. All right, so I've just entered again, actually, exactly the same trade. I'm going to string this video to the other video, and let's switch to the 5-minute chart. And this one's already approaching $1. And let's quickly switch to the 5-minute chart. So we've just retraced to that original entry area after making that little rally, and I've just taken another position. So with 60 cents. So this is how you can trade off these levels fairly repeatedly. And in stock markets, these levels actually often hold several times in a row. They're not quite the same as currency markets. They tend to respect levels more vigorously. So we've had a break through that level where we got in. We've now come back, retested it, got back into the same trade. And let's just wait and see if we can get another $1 out of this. And then it'll be $2, $2.50, $3 almost, if we can get $1.50 out of this. And if I do that 10 times a day, that's 0.5% on my account. And if you do that 10 days, that's 5%. So you don't get the opportunities every single day, but quite often you do. I'm going to pause this and let this one run its course, and then add this video to the back end of the one I've just done. All right, so we were up $1 just a few seconds ago. You can see that this market is respecting this level because you'll see a lot of jerky and rapid movements occurring around about here. So we were, up a few points, down a few points. It was moving very erratically, just off camera. So just whilst I had paused it. So let's just watch this one for a little bit longer. And I think we could still get back up to that 20-period moving average. So here we go, 5-minute rollover. They are always important. The rollover of any period is important, whether it's 5 minutes, an hour, a day. They all play some sort of role in the market. So you can see we're seeing quite a lot of activity. And we're up 70 cents now. Look at that move. So a lot of buying and selling, supply and demand activity going on around about this level. It's a very, very important level on the day charts. So although we've now, this is the third test, generally the third test is not the best one. We want the first test, which was there, the second one, which was there, and now we're on the third one. But sometimes you get lucky with a third retest. So we're just testing the low of the day again, just trying to test it, but you can see there's an awful lot of buying and selling going on by the price action that we're seeing in these 5-minute candles. And I don't want to make this video last for too long, but if you just watch these candles just out of interest, if you are trading and scalping at very crucial levels, you will see this sort of activity where the market tends to. Actually, you just missed it again off camera, but there was some very sudden and large movements occurring. So you will see it because there's obviously, there are people that are short, there are people that are long. These are crucial key levels in the market. We've got CPI coming up tomorrow. So you're going to see a lot of movement. And those who are short might be covering here. Those who are long might be trying to get back in here. Like I am, but this is just for a scalp. So so the market's been very bullish for quite a long time now. So those will not have given up. and they'll be trying to keep the price above this retracement level. Those who are bearish, who are selling off the top in anticipation for some volatility tomorrow, will want to try and push through there and crush that level. There we go, there's the 5-minute rollover. So we're just back into a little bit of profit right now, and with a bit of luck we can get back up to that 20-period moving average. It's also because it's the low of the day, and apart from being that key level that I showed you before on the well, we could look at it in the hourly chart as well. It'll show the same sort of thing, but you can't see. So we want this hourly candle to sort of turn slightly bullish and reject that area there. But I showed you this on the daily chart, being such a crucial level right there. And this is really a massive support level, a massive resistance level. And that's where we are right at the moment. So there is going to be some interest from both bulls and bears at this level, and with a bit of luck we can scalp some profits out of that kind of movement. So let's just see what happens, and we can zoom in. I don't go to the 1-minute charts, but some people like to trade 1-minute and 3-minute charts. I think that's pushing it a bit. 5 minutes is about as small as I get, and very seldom, but I'm just really doing this to show you how the price reacts to these levels on a close-up view using a 5-minute chart. But I would normally be doing the scalping off a day chart, and I can see really from this day chart more easily for me. Going back to the day chart, I can see that's precisely where I want to be scalping some longs out. Right there, it's pretty simple to see it on a day chart. You don't need to be zoomed in so close. And I could just watch it from here. So I know my price levels, they're up here. I got in at 29.60 precisely, 12,960. And if we get up to 12,965 or 12,970, I know that I'll be in good health on this bounce, and there we're at a little bit of profit. So remember, I'm only looking for $1 or $2 out of this trade, and we're pretty close to it. I could close it now if we hit $1, and that would be $2.50 in the bag, just for a few minutes work and a little bit of fun. But let's have a look at the 5-minute chart in any case, as an exercise in close-up scalp trading, which is not my normal style, as I've just said. But if you were to be looking at 5-minute charts out of interest, you would notice that the previous candle to this one had a spike low, sort of a hammer candle. It's quite spiky. We're holding above the day's low, which is this low here. That's the very lowest part of the chart that we reached on the day. And, well, we're $0.50 up in profit. And look at that. There's some buying action going on. 53 cents, 55. And I'll try and watch this into $1 or $2 whilst I'm on the video with you, but I'm going to pause it so it doesn't get too long. Oh, and we just had, literally a second ago, we had $1.20. Okay, we're at $1.10 now, $1.30. You can see it's pretty volatile, but it's generally heading in the right direction. So we'll try and take $1.50 or $2 out of this one as well. And that'll give us $3 from these two quick scalp trades. So we're at 140 now. I'll just get ready to close this position. So that's 130, 140. And we'll just take, there we go, 153. We'll just take that out, and there we go. So that's $3, and I probably could have held this a little higher up into there, but I don't want to be tempting fate too much, because we're in a strong bearish movement downwards, and but we could have waited up to perhaps hit the $2 mark at around about this 20-period moving average. But there you go. That's $3. Doesn't sound like a lot, but do that 10 times, and it's half of 1% on your account, and that's all that you need every day to get 5% over 2 weeks. So we go. Now it's just dropping in again. Well, I hope you enjoy that, and I'll see you in the next video. Right, so I've just done it again, actually. I'm going to put this video onto the end as well. So maybe fourth time lucky. Exactly the same trade, exactly the same level. So it's just a matter of rinse and repeat. So we go back to the 5-minute chart, and we want to take our dollar out of here as well. So that's where we got in, back at 129.60, and we're about 50 cents up. So with a little bit of luck, we can get this one back up to $1 or so. And there we just had the 5-minute rollover. This one might not work, but I think it will. I think this level is going to hold for probably for the rest of the day. We might get a little spike beneath it, but not much lower. And if we do, maybe just down to 129, I don't know, let's have a look on the daily chart. I might just add one more position on it and see if we can't get 2 in. I mean, the chances of us getting down to, say, 129 are there. So that's at the top of the bodies of these candles. So that's 129. So I know kind of where I'd like to get another little bit in. I don't think we're going to get beneath the bodies of those candles today, or at least on this attempt. So the bodies of those candles are at 129. So I know where to put my next little bit in. And so that's a little bit beneath where we are at the moment. So, but hopefully we won't have to do that, and that this one will bounce up into another dollar for us. We've just hit that 20-period moving average that I've been talking about the whole time. So that might be a rejection from there. And we do have, not that I pay much attention to 5-minute candle shapes and patterns and sizes and spikes and bodies and all the rest of it. But having said that, we do have a bearish outside reversal candle engulfing the preceding candle. So that, I suppose, on a 5-minute chart, for whatever you can assign to that, is a bearish signal. But I wouldn't worry about that at all. So we're just going to hold on now. We've got 30 cents in the bag. And actually at the end of this, once I've completely finished this, I'm going to show you the scalps on my chart, on my statement from my FX book, and just show you all the scalps I've taken today. And they've added up already to about 0.6%. So yeah, pretty good going. So we've got 50 cents. And let's see if we can get this time, if we do hold above here on this next attempt lower, we should get a rally back up halfway somewhere, up to perhaps 1.3. And that would be a fantastic price magnet. And I expect if we do get a rally up to 1.3, it'll be pretty quick and dramatic. So I'm going to have my finger on the trigger ready for that event. And it's not very far above us. So in fact, what I'm going to do is just put so we're long, I'm going to put a sell order in there, limit order at 13,000. So actually, I'm not going to do it like that. I'm going to put it in here as a limit order. So we're at $1 right now. So I'm going to take profit at 13,000. And that's $4 away. But we might just get out before that happens, just in case it rushes up to there and I'm not ready for it. So we've got 145. So another $1.50 in the bag already. There we got 144, 145, 150, close position. All right, so that's now $4.50 off this little scalping setup. I could have waited again, but I've now had 3 chances to buy at the same level. If it drops back down again, I think I'm going to leave it alone. If it drops below that level, I might have a go at it and makes a new daily low, and that would probably be the low of the day. Let's go across and have a look at the results on the scalping on the my FX book setup. Okay, so here are the trades, and I've shown you 3 of the last 4, and here they are. So these were all scalp. In fact, if you look down this page, all the way down to over here, these are all the trades I've taken today. Most of them have been scalps. You can see one big one on the NASDAQ, in fact, where there's a $22 win and a $20 loss. And those were positions that I took out earlier today. It was a bit of a mistake because the NASDAQ and the S&P both dropped. And I could have covered that and made another $20 on that. So instead of break even, essentially $2 profit, I could have made a $40 profit or 1% profit. Anyway, I wanted to get out of the NASDAQ before tomorrow's CPI data. But have a look at all of these trades. These last three are the ones that I've just showed you on this video. So 140, 155, 151. There was one I took prior to that, which I told you about on the video, 132. So if you add all of those up, that's $1, 2, 3, 4, $4 and $5, $6, something like that. Then there was a bit of scalping on gold. That's $11. That was nothing. Gold, another $5. So that's $15. $1 there. On NASDAQ again, $16. $6 on the pound Swiss franc. So that's $22. $7 on the euro. $29 and 50 cents there. So that's $31. And then a couple of dollars from here, actually, well, basically. So about $31. It's about 0.5% on my account on this very small challenge account. But, as I said, 0.5% a day makes all the difference. So those are the trades I just showed you on screen, live, as I took them. And I'm recording this straight afterwards. So hope you enjoy that. And just remember to look for big levels. The NASDAQ's already moved down 2% today, so we're at a big level. We've stretched down quite a long way, 2%, 3%. Those are sort of fairly large daily moves on the NASDAQ, and an opportunity to get in at least for a scalp and a quick bounce. I don't think that there's any point in taking these trades and thinking that we'll go long from here, but I know that the amount of buying and selling pressure at those key levels, that one that we just talked about, 129.60, was important. So you can see all of those ended at almost identical prices. 129.60, 29.60, 29.56, 29.58, and this one here was 29.69, and there was a bigger one somewhere else. I can't remember where. Down here. That was at 29.70. So all at the same price level. About six, 7 trades, all at the identical price level, give or take 10 points here or there. And I managed to get, well, a reasonable amount of profit out of just being in and out of the market. Take care. Hope you enjoyed it.